All right, so I'm out of garlic, or at least the garlic I collected. So I've had to start making Blue Mountain Flower or Hanging Moss Hawk Feather potions. And they sell for 62 rather than probably double that for the garlic potions. But you can make a lot of them. I think I have 400 of each of those ingredients. So, or at least combine Hawk Feathers um, and lavender adds up to, maybe 250. I'm at my last bit of two-handed training with Vilcus. Let me show you how I'm going to finish that up. All right, so we're at Vilcus, and so I'm going to train to 69.
All right.
And unfortunately, I can't see. All right, so I had to level up without skill, but that's okay. So we're at our goal, and you notice how close it is to being 70. What we're going to do is we're going to find our skill books, and we're going to exploit that because it's kind of a bug. You get more points from a skill book if they're closer to the next level. And if you start out here, you can read all 5 skill books and you maybe get 3 levels. But here we might get 6 or 7. It doesn't make any sense. It's just a mechanic of the game. But we're going to exploit it because it's really expensive to level more of those. All right, we could just do 5 if it was normally just 1 each level. But okay, that's what we're going to do. All right, so we're going to get the first skill book for two-handed, and it's just right here in Whiterun in the Clan Battleborn house in this bedroom. And just read it. Battle Secretor, and then get out of here before they call the guards. From your Vasker, I got a steel mace, and I don't want to use a two-handed weapon until I get all my skill books read. So we have to do a little fighting, and we'll just do that with conjuration and with steel mace. All right, I'm going to go Riften next. Okay, so I'm going in the guard entrance in Mistveil Keep, and the book we're looking for is just up a stairs here. And let's see, it's over here. Yeah, so it's going to say it levels up like that, but it's a little deceptive because it didn't level last time. So we'll just keep going here. The people we want to get the next book from is a little bandit camp just east of here. All right, so I'm heading over to that small bandit camp, and there's always wolves here. So I want to be super careful. And I've actually got armor on. And looks like there's more than one of them, so let's see if we can find it. Unfortunately, we've got fog here. A little bit clumsy setup because that won't be our usual thing, but here's the other wolf. All right. So the guys, let's see. They're just in that little keep there. And there could be some really dangerous things right in that forest to the north right there. We're going to hopefully stay away from them. All right. So let's see what we got. There's usually a armored guy and a not armored guy. So let's hit the not armored guy with a looks like a spellcaster with an arrow, and then we'll cast a wolf, and we'll run away a little bit. Alright, there's one. Let's see if we can get this guy. The wolf is taking care of him.
You win. I submit.
Oh, crap. Let me pick him up again. There he goes. Alright. Just better safe than sorry. Alright, so there's the book. There's some leather boots. Let's go ahead and take them. There's a chest. Alright. Alright, so we're in Jala's house. And I had to open the lock. It's in Solitude. And the book is right here. And I read it. I read it without turning the camera on. So anyway, but if you look at my skills, my two-handed is 75 now, and I can have all the bonuses in battle axe now. So very cool. And I'm going to save that other one maybe for evasion or conjuration or a lot of the other things. I won't worry about the last. We'll get this perk eventually. I just don't want to do it right now. The plus 10 expertise isn't necessary right now. Okay. All right. So I took the ferry from Solitude to Windhelm, so I could train evasion. Let's see. We'll hold on to that. There's an evasion perk. Yep.
We Argonians do the work, but you'll be able to run circles around those big, slow brutes in heavy armor.
Yep. A little bit short. Okay, we're gonna go make some more potions and then come back.
Looking to hire a boat?
Alright, so we're back.
We're used to. You'll be able to run circles around those big, slow brutes in heavy armor.
Let's see how far we can get.
Hey, I wish the Nords, Argonians, and you'll be able to run circles around those big, slow brutes in heavy armor.
Alright, that's as far as we need to go. Alright, so we're going to try to do the Schola of Corruption quest. To do that, we're going to need shock potions, and like ones you buy in the store. So let's, here's one. I have to be careful about, I'm going to have to go make some more potions to sell. I bought another one here. You probably need, maybe 3 is probably good enough. Yeah, it can be done. It's a little tricky and it's a little risky, but it's worth it if we can get one of those master ropes, which is what we're looking for. And then the actual Skull of Corruption is pretty awesome too. Okay, I'm back here in Whiterun, and I bought some garlic and salt, and so I'm going to start doing that regularly. So going to Carlotta and buying her garlic, and then buying Arcadia's garlic, and then buying enough salt and thistle branch to go with it, because it makes money, and we're running low on the found ingredients. This other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start making restore magica potions, which is red mountain flower and moon sugar. So I go buy some moon sugar from the Khajiits. It makes a really strong magic potion. And this character's gonna, he's never gonna have, especially when he's in armor, he's never gonna have enough regen. So we're just gonna make a habit of doing both of those things: buying garlic and selling it for a profit.
Farewell.
Okay, so we're almost ready to go to Dawnstar. I need to get an axe. I'm just going to get one from your Vasker and the companions. So I'll see you up in Dawnstar.
You'll find.
We're in Dawnstar, and we're about to do the Skull of Corruption quest. And I want to go through the my checklist. First of all, let's look at the effects. So I renewed I still have the Stone of the Warrior, which is okay. We want to do a lot of burst damage. I have my Blessing of Archay, which will be useful because we're going to need regen magic. Then in terms of items, I've got 3 faint resist shock and 1 fair. That's okay. I wish I had a good one, but we'll deal with that. I have some resist poison because there's some spiders that sometimes show up in front of the keep. And I've got stamina potions and magic potions, and some healing potions. So I'm in mostly good shape. I actually still have my Venom of the Spider in case that's actually could be useful. I got a steel battle axe that'll be good enough for what we're doing. All right, so let's do it.
You think that's normal? It's.
All right. Usually there's some wildlife up here, either a saber cat or some horrible frostbite spider. Sometimes you just get ice wolves. It's weird that we haven't seen anything. Oh, there it is. All right, that was scary. I hate sleeper cats, but all right, they're not. So that wasn't too bad. All right. So I heard something growling.
Before years ago. No. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate.
Nice. Okay. He's still in combat. So what else is he looking at? All right. Let's get Kindlelight. I'll skip ahead a little bit here since there's no fighting for a little bit. All right, so there's these orcs on the ground, and I'm just going to take. All right, so I can one-shot them, which is pretty cool. All right, I'm going to take one of these bows because it's a pretty cool bow. I don't need the rest of it. Okay. So,
Damn it! There may be a way to buy them. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. When the orcs invaded,
all right, so there's a series of encounters in here.
I still have my key to the library.
So this first one, the way I do this is that I go and I attack the mages as they're laying on the ground, and then I will use my summon my wolf and keep the orcs at bay and try to do what I just did to those other ones. But getting rid of the mages is key. Some of them are very powerful and they'll shock the crap out of you. So you always take a resist shock potion. One good thing is that they'll fight each other. I mean, the orcs and the magicians. So we want to take that advantage of that. So I'm gonna get ahead of Arendar here. Kill this guy. I could probably just take this guy out. There he goes. Alright, so stay back, it's more. We'll let them fight for a bit. I'm definitely taking a potion here.
We're still under attack.
You dare fight a Dunmer? No! I cannot best. Asura curse you!
Oh yeah, there they are. Trying to use my dog here. Eventually they'll run out of magicka. That sounds like a strong one though.
That's all you've got. You think you stand a chance?
Alright, she's out of magicka, but I'm not taking any chances. There she goes. Oh, there's one more.
Stop them!
Oh shit. Yeah, we don't want to get near that guy because he has, maybe we can use our bow. Give him- we want to take a resist potion. Well, I've only got, let's see. We want to attack with that shock shield on it because he'll. Let's get some. Let's be just real patient and. There he goes. All right. Woo! All right. That's always fun. That's actually one of the harder ones. Well, it just depends on if you see a high level guy or not. I think that guy was pretty high level, but okay. Let's find Arender. All right. So we're moving to the next one. We want to get back because get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. Let me make sure I get a shock potion. We're not safe by any means. Yeah, those guys are bad. That's a real bad guy. He's killing my dog right with one shot. Just stay away from him.
That's the best you can do.
He's out of mana. Oh, but he healed. Oh, maybe here. There he goes. All right. Not too bad. All right, so we're ready to go into the inner sanctum. Again, we want to try to be real aggressive with the robe guys. We can kill those guys fast, as long as they're on the ground. Like that. We definitely don't want them casting spells. So let's sprint down here. All right. Oh, there's a orc. All right, so if we were cowardly, we would grab this guy here and run for the hills. In fact, I might just put it on. But we're not cowardly. We're super brave. I'm going to grab this potion, though. Because the last combat here is pretty dangerous. But I'm going to show you how to do it in a way that hopefully won't get me killed. It's nice to be able to one-shot those guys. All right, so I'm going to take a... There's the other one.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, run out. All right, so let's just keep hitting wolves, and hopefully we'll kill one of them. They'll run out of magicka at some point. Oh, he sounds like he's kicking ass. Okay. I like to kill at least one of them. Or get one of them to run. Alright. Sounds like the wolf is doing his job. Oh crap. You can't see. Let's get candlelight going. Here we go. Ready to go, doggy. All right. Cool. Yeah, so you don't want to stay in the same room with those guys. Okay. Let's go down and find Arender. Now we have to make a decision. Do we want the Skull of Corruption or not?
Perform the ritual granted to me by
It's worth a lot of money, so you can just sell it. It's actually a very powerful item, too. For this character, I'm not sure I need it because two-handed is battle axes are so strong. The actual Skull of Corruption is kind of clumsy and eats resources. And I don't know if there's a particular battle where I really need it. So I'm going to go ahead and let Arendor destroy it, and I'll make money in some other ways. I'm back in Solitude, and we should start building a collection of good fire resist potions and other elemental resist potions. For a Nord, you probably don't need the full yeah. So whenever you see some good ones, make sure try to buy some. So we want like maybe an inventory of 5 each, 5 ice, 5 frost, 5 good, and fair ones are and the shock we don't need so much because those aren't dragons. So these are intended for protect against dragons. And magic is good in circumstances where we have to fight a mage, which we do every once in a while. So keep an eye out for those and keep trying to make money so you can buy them because they're expensive. And the ones we make aren't going to be as good, even though our alchemy is very high. These are just kind of irreplaceable. Okay. All right. So this is the funnest part of the game. Well, not really, but we're at the point where we need to grind out alteration and restoration. And I'll show you how to do that. I'm not going to show you the whole process. But I'll show you. For the first step is to get these master robes that we got in Dawnstar Temple or whatever it's called, and they're 300% regen, and so there'll be 20% of rest of it. We'll do alteration first. There's other sets of these. There's one where the Wabbajack quest. Where you have to fight an invisible entity. If you know how to do that, there's some character classes that do that well. Then that's another place you can get a master robe of alteration. And then there's an ebony vampire den that if you feel like you can kill an ebony vampire, I'm guessing you probably can't. There's another one in there. But this is, I think the Dawnstar Temple is the easiest one to get the robes in, so that's what I did. And so I'm going to go outside of Whiterun here, and I have the Lover's Comfort buff. So, and then I made some elsewhere fondue with that will help us restore magicka. And so usually okay. So that I'm going to go outside and I'm going to find some mud crabs. So here's some mud crabs. These are my favorites. Don't kill them, but get near them and pull them to you, and then start casting mage armor. Until did I take my elsewhere fondue? I don't think I did. Alright. Anyway, let me blow through these guys. And so we're just going to repeatedly cast mage armor while in combat, and our alteration will level. I'm going to get out of combat real quick by running away, and then I'll come back and I'm going to get out of combat, eat some elsewhere fondue, and then repeat what I just did. Okay. And the best way to do that is just hide behind this rock. All right, so there we go. It took me a little over half an hour of clock time, or wall time. So I just listened to some music and actually did it in 2 different sessions. And it's night now, but okay. So that part isn't too bad, and the other ones aren't terrible either. But I'll show you how to do those. Okay. I like to level my restoration inside the Whiterun catacombs. For some reason, just there aren't any guards making comments or anything like that. You don't need to be in combat, but it doesn't mean we have to clear it out. So let's go ahead and do that. And Spear Wolf. Sort of get the skeletons clustered. There we go. All right. Now that's all. Let's go ahead and get the priest his Amulet of Arche. What we're going to do is we're going to take Elsewhere Found Dew, and then we're going to take Venison Stew. Then we're going to use the Transmute Blood and heal self on 1. And let's see. I usually put them in there. Oops. There's 2 spells, so 1 in the right hand. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to use our health, lower our health intentionally with that, and then we're going to heal with the left hand, like that. And that's the spell we got out of that Wolf Skull Cave previously. And Heal Self 1 is it's probably the best way to level your restoration. Besides, Repel Undead is also very good, but you have to be higher level and you run out of magicka and you have to be in combat, whereas this one, you can just do it out of combat and at low level, and you just got to grind it out. Okay, that took about an hour and a half. So I'm at level 69 and about to level to 70, and we can go get the skill books, and that will save us some time, and it'll be a little bit more fun than grinding out those 6 more levels. Really, that's not too bad considering how useful it is. I'll show you what I'm going to do with the perk points once we get there. So the first skill book is right here in Whiterun. It's Winter Shins. And then we'll head to Morthal for the second one. Morthal, they have this little script. So, and it's in Wizard's House, the Fallon, I think his name is Fallon. It's one of them, Fallon.
If you're here to purchase, I have many spells.
This is a conjuration trainer. We might use them later, but we don't need them for now. And then there's another book in Morthal.
Someone comes in. Kick off your boots. Stay a while. Let me know if there's
So the other book is in this basket here.
Nothing but time these days.
And we're going to stay here overnight because I don't want to run around in the dark.
Welcome to the Moorside.
Jog down the coast here. And to, I guess this is Frostfurrow Lighthouse. Is this? Yes. Oh, I know. And I had to fight some spiders and like a thief. Tried to rob me, but I was able to persuade him. But anyway, so here we are. And there's this interesting quest that's very dangerous, but it's pretty fun if you've ever done it. But we're not going to do it. We're just going to look at this book here. And then there's one more in Winterhold. So I'll see you there. Okay, I've arrived in Winterhold, and the last book is in the basement of the inn.
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded.
It's down here.
What did you do?
Go, let's see, go like, hard to find. Let's see it. Yeah, right here. Exodus. Alright, and we should be able just to heal, and then it goes to 77. Alright, very good. So let me look at perks. So we just leveled up. Still in health. So we have 3 left, and what we want to definitely take is Adept. So we want, let's have, doesn't really matter much. The arcane ward is good, and let's take 1 turn undead. And then this is, we want the powerful healing on self. It's one of the strongest spells in the game. And then repel undead 2. Let's take circle of protection this time. Well, let's take the highest on arcane ward. Is probably good. Okay, but yeah. So the powerful healing or on self is it not only heals you all the time, but it gives you protection from life draining effects like spells. I'm going to take Power of Life eventually, but right now I want to get improved healing, and because it improves that spell that I was just talking about. And so, okay. So our next task is going to be. Let's see, what do we want to do next? Let's go ahead and level our conjuration. So I'm going to go to Whiterun, and I need to go make some elsewhere fondue. Then I'll come probably back to Dawnstar, and then we'll level our conjuration.